Hello everyone, this is Tetsuya. Thank you so much for watching my video again today. Today, I would like to share my own experience of visiting Malaysia for the first time. So the theme of today's video is Japanese reaction to 5 things in Malaysia. In 2007, I went to Malaysia for the first time. There were so many surprising things I encountered in Malaysia. So let me get started. So now first, I will begin with sincere apology to this food lover. I think you can imagine from this shade. Yes, but anyway, let me share my own subjective impression to the king of fruits, Mr. Durian. Once again, I am sincerely sorry, durian lovers in Malaysia and in Southeast Asia. But my first experience with durian was a disaster. It was an unforgettable experience in my life. Personally, it would not be exaggerating to say it almost killed me. First, it attacked me with its smell. But my close Malaysian friends recommended me to take a bite of it at least. Then I tried it, at least once. At that moment, when I tried the first bite, the combination of its taste and texture, that chewy and soft texture, attacked me really badly. My Malaysian friend actually enjoyed my reaction to my first bite of durian. I cannot show you because it was so embarrassing. Actually, the smell combined with taste and texture knocked down me. I got almost unconscious. I stayed strong so I could stay conscious. But anyway, it was my first experience of durian. And at the same time, it became my last experience of durian. Since my first trial of durian, I am avoiding durian all the time. However, many Malaysian friends say, for example, Nusangking, the best durian in Malaysia, is great. I don't listen to them. Sorry, but I cannot try it anymore. The second thing I want to mention is Malaysian houses. So what I was surprised at was the size of some Malaysian people's houses were extremely large, and they were also extremely beautiful. I was invited to a luxury civil servant residential area called Putrajaya near Kuala Lumpur by Malaysian friend. Her house, my friend's house, was 3-story and each floor was large, and the design of her house was absolutely beautiful. In 2007, as far as I remember, though there were commonly 3-story houses in Japan as well, I think it was not common that all 3 levels had the same size. Normally, the 3rd floor had smaller size than other 2 floors below. Anyway, if you visit Putrajaya, you will be amazed by the beautiful view of the place and the beautiful houses. Well, in her house anyway, I told her, your family must be so rich. But she responded, oh, Japanese people must be richer. We are not that rich, hahaha, she said. But well, in terms of economy, Japan would be richer certainly. But after I had seen the beautiful and large Malaysian house, I could not believe her words. They are really not rich. They are rich. They must be rich. At least they look rich. Well, when I talk about the case of Japan, it is like in Japan, having more money and living in small houses. So the third thing I was surprised at in Malaysia is the way people eat food. In fact, I have not seen people eating food in this way before I went to Malaysia. I saw this at the same Malaysian friend's house. At her house, her mother served delicious Malaysian food. It was curry, rice, and some other dishes. Well, I joined their lunch. While we were eating food, all her family members were eating in the same way. Well, if you are Malaysian people, you've already noticed what I am talking about. Yes, Malaysian people eat food with their hands. Two more additional surprising facts on this were, one, it is pretty difficult to eat with own hands. By seeing my Malaysian friends eating hands easily, I thought it must be also easy for me to do that because I can use my own hands. I can control my hands very easily. But it was not easy at all. It was extremely difficult. The surprising point too is my Malaysian friends' family members were all eating cleanly with their hands. They were skillfully using their fingers mixing the curry and rice. After they have finished eating, the plate was relatively clean, and their fingers were also relatively clean as well. On the other hand, I just spread my food on the plate. And as a result, my plate and my fingers were all just messy after trying to eat with my hands. And eventually, I gave up eating with hands and changed to use a spoon and a fork instead. The fourth thing I was surprised at in Malaysia is the number of brothers and sisters of my friends. Again, at the same Malaysian friend's house, I was surprised when I knew the number of my friends' brothers and sisters. As far as I remember, she had 4 brothers and sisters in total. So at her house, there were 5 children, including her. In Japan, it was commonly 1 or 2 children per family. If there are 3 children in one family, it's considered a lot. Since I don't have a picture of her family on my hand right now, so this is an alternative picture of another Malaysian friend's family. But even more surprisingly, this friend's family has 7 children, and there is almost 20-year-old difference from the first child to the last child. It's so surprising. So the fifth thing I was surprised in Malaysia is some special food in Malaysia. In Malaysia, I enjoyed great deal of brilliant food of different ethnicities. I just enjoyed all the food except for durian. Well, Malay food was great, absolutely delicious coconut Malay curry and everything. Chinese food, Chinese fried rice, lots of different kinds of Chinese noodles. Indian food, authentic Indian food I have never tried in Japan. Delicious fruits, rambutan from the trees, they were so fresh and juicy. Mangoes, tasty coconut jelly, all the different kinds of foods were great, but one of the most impressive foods was Malaysian vegetarian food. Have you ever tried Malaysian vegetarian food before? You will love this. Just by using soybeans, Malaysian people prepare great food. Of course, this contains a lot of vegetables, but the meat or fishes are not used because these are vegetarian foods. But it is so tasty. It is filling. It may contain a lot of protein. It was unforgettable great food. I really recommend to all visitors to Malaysia. I hope you enjoyed my video today, and thank you so much for watching my video up until here today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.